Games, our casual conversational comedy podcast. My name is Tay, the Thankful.
My name is Tory. Rise up, gamers, Thompson.
Ooh, we getting political on this one, bitch.
No, we're getting anti-political.
Oh,
we don't
right.
Want
Yes,
any more
we don't want
politics.
any politics in our games.
Right.
My name is Tyler Pizza Matheson.
Well, fuck you guys. We're gonna start with mine. Okay, so here's the thing, guys.
Typical gamer.
Just last night, I procured my purchase of the PlayStation 5.
You know, to be fair, I am very proud of both of you boys for getting your dirty little grubby gamer hands on your PS5s.
Yeah, our nasty, rotten paws.
I got one first.
Yeah,
That's
you
a-
did get one first,
Yeah,
but fuck
okay.
you, okay? I spent 55 minutes on the GameStop website where I was sure they were gone, but I was like, fuck, I don't want to miss my chance. 2 browsers, 4 tabs, refreshing constantly, and then finally, it happened. It was like maybe 45 minutes in, and it happened. I got it into my cart, I got all my purchase information, and all I had to do was confirm. And their trembling finger, I moved it over the button. Click. Denied. And I was like, what the fuck just happened? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? What happened? And it said, like, for technical reasons, we cannot process your request right now. And I was like, no. What the fuck happened? Then my phone buzzed. I looked down. I had a text from Wells Fargo saying, suspicious activity on your account. We denied this purchase.
Yes.
I was in this office screaming, like, people could hear, the whole fucking apartment complex could hear me screaming, fuck you to Wells Fargo. I was pissed. They should have known I was a fucking gamer. And then that purchase, not suspicious at all. Not even the slightest bit suspicious. And I was like, well, fuck, I completely lost everything. So I was like, but fuck it, I'm going to go back and I'm going to keep refreshing. And it kept going for another few minutes. And then 5 minutes before they ran out of stock completely, it happened again. I got it all the way. This time, purchase confirmed. And on that time, I nutted.
Dude, yeah, I heard you climax from where I am.
Yeah, it was loud. It was proud. It was weirdly greenish.
Well, that's all the Mountain Dew.
More than
That
usual.
was all the Mountain Dew. Yeah. More than usual. It was a bit more neon, but Tyler probably has a point there. It's probably because I was drinking a lot of Mountain Dew, because they do have like eye trackers on all the game sites right now, and like Best Buy and Target and stuff, to see if you're gonna buy this, we need to know that you're a gamer. So if they see me pulling out Mountain Dews and stuff, they're gonna give it to the real ones out there.
Well, they saw the sword in your background of your webcam, and they were like, yeah, that boy games.
They're like, we saw what happened at Target. We don't want to. Just give them one.
Just give him one. Just give him one. I mean, I was worried about my bank, so I preemptively told my bank I was going to be spending that money.
That's a
big gamer move right
yeah.
there.
That's a 4D chess move right there.
Yeah. I was playing 4D chess with Wells Fargo because for some reason it's my money, but they're always like, I don't think we're going to let you spend that, big guy.
You cannot. If I hadn't actually gotten it on a second try, you would not understand the immense rage I felt at a bank.
Yeah, you would have gone Unabomber on them.
It would have been a rough time for the person whose job it is to stand at the entrance and make you feel uncomfortable when you walk in.
What, were you going to give them a piece of your mind? The person who hardly works at the bank? You were going to give them a piece of your mind?
I just wanted to draw attention to the fact that that's a job. That's what they do.
I was just about to ask, what the fuck are you talking about?
At Wells Fargo, there's a person who greets you at the door and makes you extremely uncomfortable.
Wells Fargo has a greeter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they make you uncomfortable.
They sometimes will open the door for you, but a lot of times they just stand there, and as you walk in, they kind of nod at you and go, hello. And it's like, okay. And then their eyes follow you like a Victorian painting.
What do they think you're gonna do? Steal money from them?
Well, it is a bank.
Do they have to have someone watch you at all times?
Well, it is a bank.
Bro, it's a bank. They have a safe with metal thicker than your fucking dick. Like, you're not breaking through that.
Well, that wouldn't take much. Just give me a good hour. I'll punch my way through that.
Yeah. I mean, look, Tyler's not a thick man. He's a long man, though.
I completely forgot that you guys are gamers for a moment. Yeah, that would take you no time at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I've been so ignorant to your gamer status. I'll try to be better.
Yeah, you're not a nerd. That's the issue on this podcast, I think, is that me and Tyler are fucking sweaty gamer nerds. And Tay, all you want to talk, you never shut up about football. What are the stats? What round was he drafted in?
You could say my batting average is 1.2. Is that good?
That would mean you hit more than you go up to bat. That's
Hell
literally not possible.
That's
Hell
that's a
yeah.
good sportsman right there.
But yeah, we'll make the show more gamer inclusive.
I'd rather not.
we need to be more gamer positive here on the show.
No, we shouldn't be.
I wanted to move on from that topic when we had talked about my batting average, but the phrase gamer inclusivity in my brain was just like, hey, you should say that. You should say that right now on the show.
Well, that's because you could feel it in tickling your lizard brain that they are the most oppressed people on this.
They are.
This earth.
They really are.
On this flat Earth of ours, this disc that's flying upwards at extremely fast speeds, I think is how that one goes.
No. If we ever pass Medicare for all, we need to exclude gamers.
Whoa.
Yeah, they have a pre-existing mental health condition.
It's called extremely bad worms for brains.
Yeah.
There's not even worms anymore. It's the worms have solidified and become rocks. They are just rocks. We need to exclude gamers from this podcast. We need to seem cool and cool.
You guys like hot babes? Because I do.
Dude, I am a peruser of hot babes from time to time.
That's not creepy and very cool.
That makes it sound like you go places just to watch babes.
Tyler, that's what cool men are out there doing.
No,
we're out there
no.
perusing.
I've never gone somewhere just to be like, what's the babe situation looking like here?
Sir, this is a Walmart.
Why, you say you don't do that, but after you said that, why can I only picture you saying that when you go out to like bars and shit in the before times?
It's almost like that line was crafted to come out of your perfect mouth, Tyler.
What's the babe situation like in this Benihana's? Y'all got some hotties back there? Huh? You hiding some hotties from me?
I'm just imagining Tyler like dressed to the nines just to go to like some dive bar and walking up to the bartender and being like, what's the babe situation here? And the bartender just fucking
He just pulls out handcuffs and handcuffs him to the bar.
I've been waiting to use these.
I've called the authorities, sir.
Well, and it's kind of, I just wish everything was a little bit like, how the 30s and 40s are depicted in movies, where it's just everyone knows everything about everyone. So you can walk up to the bartender and be like, hey, bartender, what's the single lady situation looking like? And he's like, well, Mary just got a divorce from her husband and blah, blah, blah. And these people are singling on the town. And I'm like, flick him a nickel. And I'm like, all right, time to go hunting.
Yeah, and then you pull out
leave.
a little tin of lard and slick your hair back.
That's not what those tins were, Tory.
Hey, look, close enough. Tell me I'm not close enough on
That's
that
extremely disrespectful. Those tins are what people used to keep their grandmother's ashes in. And they would slick back their hair using their grandmother's ashes.
Oh, yeah.
I already played my faux anti-gamer card. I'm not going to try to be all like, oh, yeah, we need to be more greaser inclusive on this podcast. No, fuck the greasers. They suck.
Well, apparently it's not grease. Oh, what's making John Travolta's hair look so great in that movie? It's Grandma's musk. That's what's keeping it in place.
Icky.
But he gets it back when he combs it all the time. He just kind of smudges it right out of there.
Yeah, you can like siphon it off of the comb and put it back in her tin.
Like, ew, how did Grandma get so gooey?
Ugh.
It just happens, baby.
Hey, that's just how it happens.
What do you say? I say a lot of creepy things to you and you do nothing about it, and I get you at the end of this movie. Fantastic. We just described a lot of movies out there.
We really
old
did.
times.
I think we described an entire era of human evolution.
Yeah. It was an entire generation where you just kind of follow a woman until she gives up and then just lets you like keep her in marriage.
We call that the Stockholm era of dating.
Yeah, no, it's completely fucked up. Like whenever I watch old movies, it's like I love the style and I love the way they look, but it's always a question of how uncomfortable is this going to get in this hour and a half?
Yeah.
What's the dialogue going to look like in this hour and a half where they like
How off color are we going to get?
I'm going to keep a tally for the amount of times they say toots, babe. What are some other 50-isms?
I don't know, sweet cheeks,
Sweet
honey.
cheeks.
Like you just like don't just be like, hey, honey. I still hear that happen sometimes. I guess not now, but in the before times when you could go out to restaurants and stuff and people would be like, hey, honey, what can I get you? Don't do that.
Yeah, no. Unless you're from the South and are an older woman. Because then it's
then
fine.
you can say anything.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
no,
true.
don't say anything.
Because British people, I feel like, can get away with some of. Well, I guess also if it's a woman, it's much less threatening. Because when me and Tyler were in England and we went to a gamer bar,
Tory, I wish you wouldn't have said that.
I'm sorry, but I'll never forget how the lady who served us our drinks, she came up and was like, "What can I get for you, lovelies?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, I could die now, a happy man." Someone called me a lovely in that accent.
Yeah, when I went down to the South for a swim team event or whatever, we went out for breakfast at like a chicken and biscuits place. And we walked up to the counter, and the lady was just like, "What can I get you, honeys?" And I was like, "Oh, yes. This is the only reason I came here. That was perfect. Thank you."
You only went for that? You didn't go to win the big swim meet competition?
It was nationals, and we barely qualified. We were there for fun.
If you just believe in yourself, you're going to pull through because they don't want it as much as you want it. All right? So if you give it your all,
No,
and you
we
put your
didn't-
heart in the pool,
We didn't want it that bad. We just wanted to have a cool experience and a fun time because at that point we were on our 4th taper. Our times were dog shit, and we just wanted to have a good weekend away from home.
None of that means anything to me.
I love to imagine Tay diving into this pool, knowing that you guys have already lost the qualifying swim meet for nationals, and there you are doing the swim stroke. I don't know what the regular ass swimming stroke is called.
There's the swim stroke, the swam.
We don't
stroke,
need to do an
the swum
encyclopedia of
stroke,
this,
and
Tay.
the-
It doesn't matter. Tay, it doesn't matter. Tyler, can you just fix all that in post?
I mean, I was doing a
Tyler,
joke.
Tyler, can you fix all that in post?
Nah. No thanks. Nah.
So I like to picture Tay swimming in that pool and like, we're never going to make this. And you see the person swimming just a little bit ahead of you. And then in your head, you imagine, what's that? The smell of biscuits. Gravy. I see just a pool. I'm swimming in a pool of gravy. What's happening? And then you just hear that voice. What can I get y'all, honeys? And then you're like, I need to win this. We need to qualify. And then you just go into turbo speed. And before you know it, you're touching the wall, heading back, touching the wall. I don't know how many times you go around this little pool, but you did it. You made it so you can get your sweet biscuits.
Yeah.
We won for her. We do it for you. You already have a locket of her. You just took her picture without her consent. You were just like,
It wasn't
It's
even like
blurry.
a picture she posed for. It's
no,
like
it's blurry as shit.
It looks like a Bigfoot photo.
It's like shot from the waist up.
How old were you when you went on that swim?
Oh Christ!
Thing.
I was 17.
Oh, okay. I was hoping it'd be early because I remember the excitement of like going to Washington D.C. when I was 13 because then that was the first time I got a phone, like a cell phone. Kids these days won't understand. We had to wait until we went to Washington D.C. to get cell phones, and they weren't Apple phone. They weren't your iPads that you have nowadays.
I don't think this boomer bit is landing as well as you think it is.
But kids these days won't understand how hard it was.
You can't be a gamer and a boomer.
I'll be the first.
You can't play into both stereotypes. You get one.
I just remember getting my first cell phone and then being in a hotel, and it was just like this weird, like, we're the farthest away we've ever been from home, and I have a cell phone, and now I get to control what I do. And oh, whoa, we have 20 minutes to get whatever lunch we want. And it's just a weird freedom that you never quite get until that moment. But then you realize, oh, wait, I just cost my mom a lot of money because I was texting cuties all night. And that was way too many text credits.
Was this still like a prepay?
Yeah, no, you remember that whole situation where you had to pay per text credit and you got like 500 credits. And here's the problem is that credits were taken when you send a message and when you receive a message. So like, hey, and then hey, that's 2 credits out of 500. You got to speed up this conversation. If you want pics of feet, you got to be fast.
Yeah, you got to ask the first like 10 questions you were already going to ask or like conversation points you wanted to talk about. And then they have to respond with like, here's where we should go with this. Let's create a map. I'll use one of my credits to send you a photo of my yarn tacked onto my wall.
Oh, Tory, no. That's a multimedia message if you're sending a picture. You have to do it in a text. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, that costs more.
You have to send one text that just barely gets up to the character limit before going into that second text and get as much information packed into there as you possibly can.
And you'd always have that one friend they were with some weird carrier where when they would text you like a regular, it's like a 3-sentence text, and it would, even if they didn't send it in multiple messages, it would break it up into 3 messages, and it would just be like 10 characters per.
And sorry, if you were texting a friend with that phone, that counted as 3 credits because they sent us 3 individual texts.
Yeah, sorry, pal.
Well, I mean, if any of our audience is younger and wondering like those old like fucking meme pictures of people that are just like, hey, want to play 20 questions? Okay, sure. Okay, cool. Are you a virgin? Things had to move that fast because we were costing our parents money with each text. You had to be to the point.
There wasn't a lot of verbal foreplay going on.
Yeah, I feel like that happens still on Tinder from time to time, though, right?
Well, I think it's just because think of the people that are on Tinder now that are like our age. You know, they partially lived through that. So we're still traumatized. We still have to. We act like it's costing us.
A guy will match with a nice young lady and immediately be like, "I better go straight to the dick stuff because that's what we're both on here for."
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
I'm
it's
kidding.
just that.
That was a joke. I don't actually believe that. No one should be out there sending their dick photos to people on first message.
Oh God, no. That's
or without consent. Also that.
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's like borderline felony shit in some countries. Not in America, though.
Not in America, though. Not in the greatest country of freedom.
Yeah, the great land of cocks.
The gamers won that lawsuit about the dick pic first lawsuit. You guys remember that one?
Yeah, that went all the way up to the Supreme Court.
I remember being asked to send a picture, and I just replied, "No, thanks." And then that was the end of that conversation.
Hold on. No. I'm tapping into this one. You got a message from someone saying, "Hey, send me a picture of your genitalia," and you said, "No, thanks."
Yeah.
Wow.
No, thanks.
What was that like?
It was pretty stupid. Well, here's the thing: is that I was too busy playing Call of Duty Zombies to ever get that like done. No way. Because I still remember the time where someone said, "Do you want to come over?" And it was 1 a.m. And I didn't get the hint. And I was like, "Sorry, I'm playing zombies all night."
Oh.
And then like it didn't like 3 years later, it hit me like, oh,
like the timer finally went off. Like, ding.
Yeah, I was in the shower and I was just scrubbing my hair. And then I was like, oh, they didn't want to hang out.
Did you text her after the fact? Like, oh, hey, didn't understand. I can still come over if you want.
Hey, sorry, I was showering.
We all have those moments of like that we look back in our past of like early sexual exploration where we're like, oh, fuck, if I had a DeLorean right now, I'd be hitting 88 and going back to that moment in time, baby.
I'd be hitting 88 and then hitting it. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Yeah. But no, it's just your brain is dumb and bad and undeveloped. So when someone asks you at 1 a.m., do you want to come over? You don't pick up the hint. You're just like, why would I want to come? It's 1 a.m. I'm busy or I'm tired.
What am I going to ask my mom to drive me? She's sleeping. She has to work at 6.
I'm on round 15 of zombies. Why the fuck would I stop right now?
And then ever since that moment, I've hated my friend Lucas for letting me not understand that because he was like, nah, man, we got to play zombies. Or when I did.
Oh, were you playing with him online?
Yeah, I was playing with
boy.
him. And then one time there was a person that was over at my house of interest. And this motherfucker I was watching Netflix, and this motherfucker kept sending me CoD Zombies invites. And I was like, no, I'm busy. And then that motherfucker called me, and he was like, hey, do you want to play zombies? And I was like, no, someone's over. And he was like, well, they can watch. And I was like, no.
Fuck?
Lucas texted me, then called me, and was sending me PlayStation invites when I was watching Netflix. Hey, kids.
Was that before or after the era of Netflix and chill?
Way before.
This is before Netflix and chill. This is like when Netflix first became an app, like on the PS3.
Yeah, when Netflix used to send you DVDs in the mail.
I can't believe there's an entire generation that doesn't know that happened.
I know, right?
That's pretty fucked.
Yeah, I feel like we're talking a lot like, oh man, kids these days, we're 24 years old. Like, we're all 24, right?
No, I'm 25.
I'm 28.
Tyler, no, you're not.
No, you're not
young.
28.
You're the youngest one, Tyler.
I'm 29.
No, Tyler, you're the baby here. Honestly, I would believe if you were 23.
Yeah, true. Well, it's because I'm just so immature and wacky. But
It's because you're so random, Tyler. That's your crazy, that's your crazy, wacky, random humor that you got.
Hey, speaking of random though, like I actually have a random situation because for the past now 4 days, like, hold on, let's take it back before.
Way back.
Let's take it back. My garbage day is on Fridays. So every Thursday night, I take out all of my trash, you know, the final trash bag, put it in the cans to leave out. Whenever I'm opening the trash cans, I've noticed sometimes, like, boxes, like not just one, like multiple boxes of Little Caesars pizza boxes in my trash can. And I'm like, I don't order Little Caesars. Like, unless my girlfriend is hiding Little Caesars from me because she's ashamed, which she should be.
Yeah, no, that
Yeah,
would
yeah.
track. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I would rather have frozen pizza. Honestly,
Yeah,
give me a
like,
party pizza.
You know, honestly,
if she's
yeah.
scarfing down Little Caesars, yeah, she should be ashamed, and I'm glad that she knew to hide that from me. But otherwise, there's just boxes of Little Caesars pizza in my trash, and I'm always like, where the fuck do these come from? Like, I live in an alleyway, so yeah, people walk through, throw their trash all the time.
Yeah, you live in a cardboard box in the alleyway. We know.
Yeah, but it's just weird how regular there are Little Caesars boxes. But now I've found my suspect. I found my man because for the past 4 days, there's been just like not an old dude, like a mid-30s dude, just standing outside of my fence, just standing in the exact same spot, eating an entire box of Little Caesars pizza.
No.
And he just stands there. He's not on his phone. He's not sitting down. He is standing with an open box for the past 4 days in a row, eating a Little Caesars pizza, the whole box, and then throwing it in my trash.
What the fuck?
I don't know the appropriate level to dunk on this guy because this sounds like
It sounds so sad. I mean,
Yeah.
Little Caesars right there is a
Yeah,
sad.
it sounds sad as hell, but at the same time, bro, okay, I get it might be a sad life, but you are opening yourself to dunking when you're not even on your phone. Like, people don't sit down and eat nowadays without their phone because you need to brain blast yourself with stupid
They
information.
certainly don't stand outside someone else's house eating a Little Caesar. Like, you could go out there and be like, "Sir, what are you doing?" And he's just like, "Sorry, it's my lunch break."
Here's the thing is that
oh, man. You'd have to take that in stride, wouldn't you?
I don't think he works nearby because the other thing is Little Caesars is across the main road. Like, it's not on my street.
Yeah,
like,
it's not,
he's got to walk.
It's not close enough that, like, oh, I grabbed it and then I just walked, like, a little bit down the street. Like, that.
It's
He's
not
gonna have
close
to cross
enough.
a lot of major roads to get there.
Oh, you know what it is? You know what it is? He's ashamed of eating Little Caesars out in public like that. So instead of being at the Little Caesars or around the little shopping area, he went off into one of the little side streets to eat like a rat. But little does he know that he lived next to a podcaster and he couldn't escape it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't do much in front of podcasters. That is the shame of our career.
That's literally the
here.
one thing they do. Podcasters only do one thing, and they talk shit.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
okay, so what
There
about
should
this?
be there should be a community list that you have to register yourself on if you're a podcast.
this is like, I love the house, but I'm looking at this government database and I just live around so many podcasters. I can't stand being judged because that's the thing is that if you know you live next to someone who podcasts, you know, oh shit, I'm being judged online. I can't even walk outside of my own house in safety.
I don't think I've cracked myself up with one of my own jokes like that in a long time. My God.
Tyler, let me hit you with this web that I'm going to spin for you, okay? So this man,
Like Spider-Man Miles Morales.
yeah, which I will have on the day this podcast goes live because I got
I
this on
already
PS5.
played it. I already beat it. Old news.
Hey, Tyler, why don't you suck the fattest dick for me, huh?
Present
Okay.
one.
I don't know who has the fattest, like, girth-wise.
It's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yeah, like, did you even have to ask?
Hey, this is kind of apropos of nothing, but, like, what if Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has, like, a sub-average penis size?
Dude, don't even slander our boy The Rock like that. Why the
I'm
fuck
not
would you
saying
even
it's
suggest
true.
that?
I'm just saying.
No,
why
there
would
was
like
a
they
it's not
say
even
that?
it's not even funny to hypothesize. Like it's just
Okay,
wrong.
okay. Sorry, I won't
God.
talk about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's tiny junk. Okay, so this man has a nasty little secret, and it is something that should be kept in the shadows, which is that he loves Little Caesars hot and ready pizzas, and he can't stop himself from just getting a whole pie to himself. But his girlfriend, or his wife, or his life partner, they're trying to keep him on the straight and narrow. You got to cut your carbs. Your heart's not as good as it used to be. You're in your mid-30s now. Your body's falling apart. You can't be eating like that anymore. We need to be eating avocado toast and kumquats and the like. So this man, he only lives maybe a block or two away from you. But what he does in the dark twilight hours of the night, the witching hour, if you will,
It's usually 1 p.m.
also known as midday.
It's
Also
like
known as midday, the witching hour, midday, synonymous. What he does is he goes to that Little Caesars and he marches in there and he demands a hot and ready right now because he knows his wife is going to be home soon.
And he knows they are hot and ready.
And he takes out his burner credit card.
Yeah, he opened up a separate bank account. That's called that's his secret pie fund. And he can't go home with it because he can't have the smell of it wafting around, right? The smell cannot be there. He can't have the boxes there. His wife will know. His life partner will know. His kids will know. So what he does, as ashamed as he feels about this act, is that he has to walk down the street and he found a nice quiet corner where no one will judge him for his hot and ready deeds.
Meanwhile,
Except the podcaster inside.
I was gonna say, meanwhile, smash cut to Tyler looking out his window with a coffee cup, just
Yeah, that's what I did yesterday.
gonna talk about this on my podcast.
I watched him for 15 minutes yesterday eat the whole pizza because I got nothing better to do, man. And you just committed cringe outside my doorstep, okay?
Yeah,
You
unfortunately,
literally-
you didn't go around someone who has a job. You went around the one person who can sit and watch and then report about it online.
You know what you should do, Tyler? Next time you see him there eating the pizza, you should open your window and go, "Ah, shit, Little Caesars!" And then just like very audibly run out of your house and up to him like, "Oh, can I have a slice?"
Just open up your window and go, "Pizza, pizza," and see what he does.
Here's the problem with your guys' arguments, though. Both of you said that he hides himself away. I live on a main intersection. He's not hiding.
But he
it's
could be
in
hiding
plain
from
day.
his loved ones, those who he cares about their opinion the most.
Yeah, and if you're just like, because your main intersection isn't like two main roads, it's one main road and like a subdivision road. So like,
yeah, you're off enough where people aren't going to
Yeah.
see him. Unless they go off the beaten path a little bit, they're not going to see him and his nasty pizza deeds.
No, he's on the back side of the house on that.
Oh, that
like,
changes
Yeah,
things
yeah.
bigly.
Yes.
I did not understand that this man, oh man.
all of this to say he's doing it quite publicly. And
Okay,
like,
so there is a thing where some people do like to have their dominatrix bring them around on a leash and make them like kiss the floor.
Oh my
and stuff
God.
like that.
He's
I've seen all gas,
doming
no
me.
brakes.
He's doming me by eating pizza in front of me and then using my trash.
Yeah, that's his nasty kink.
No, he'd only be doming you if it was Domino's. Let's be real. Come on, guys. I try real hard sometimes.
That sucked.
I'm sorry, Tay. You tried real hard on that one.
Yeah, I guess the registered podcast offender list was like my gold joke, and then my shit joke was the Domino's Dom pizza thing. So they just
No.
canceled
Let's
out,
go.
so
No, let's look back through the catalog and go over every good joke Tay has made.
It's like 4 minutes long total of all the episodes we've ever had.
4 minutes is quite generous, too. Mm-hmm. I don't think any of us are hitting over 4 minutes in a montage.
No.
Even with like
It's a lot of
hours-
garbage.
Even with like, what is it, 80 some odd hours of the show, we'd only amount to about 4 minutes of like
actual
real
humor.
gutbusters.
Here's the problem, though, is that this dude, like, is doing it very publicly. He's eating a bad pizza right in front of me, and I am just watching him, which, I mean, come on. How do I not just watch someone eat a Little Caesars pizza?
It's like a car crash. You can't
you
look
can't
away.
look away.
I know. It's the whole thing. I sat there for 15 minutes sipping coffee, just like, is he going to finish that?
Oh.
And I stopped to
Holy
verify,
shit.
like, yeah.
You finished it before I finished my coffee. Damn.
Yeah,
Did you see
he
him?
did.
Did you see him do anything a little bit extra disgusting, like perhaps open up the box and lick the grease?
No, I didn't see anything like that.
Have like the butter garlic sauce that he was dipping?
No, he just ate the whole thing, just plain.
Huh.
Just, yeah, I
If
think
that were a Papa John's, I'd respect it.
Can you see what is on the pizza?
No, but I know that I need to blackmail him next time he goes right outside my gate, which I know will be tomorrow. Like, it's been 4 days in a row. I think he's also gunning for a record. So I think I just need to be like, hey, give me a slice and use another trash can, and I won't podcast about you again. I'm sorry, I already did it once.
I'm sorry I podcasted you without your consent.
I won't commit a citizen's arrest on you.
Well, I mean, come on, man. You can't just do that and expect me to just be like, yeah, no, that's a normal thing that you're doing. Because not sitting, that's the biggest thing. Not sitting.
that's the weirdest part. That's
Standing.
maybe the largest crime that's been
Not
committed.
leaning either. Standing. Just standing, open box, just watching cars go by, eating a Little Caesars pizza.
You know what the best avenue for blackmailing this person would be? Go on the Craigslist misconnections tab and say like,
You were
"Guy,
eating a pizza on the
you
intersection.
were eating a pizza on the
Holy
side of the
shit.
road."
I saw you there, your blue gaze capturing me like a gem.
And your blue jeans, so wide leg, so blue.
And the glimmer of grease on your cheesy pizza. So cheap, so bad.
No, I think what I got to do is I got to leave a note on the top of my garbage can that just says like, I know.
yeah, just like a picture, it's like a clip art picture of an eye that says like I'm watching or watching you.
And then a Little Caesars box underneath it so he knows it's for him.
You have to leave a Little Caesars box there, kind of propped to open, and almost like a ring box, right? Like a proposal, but inside.
Oh, I got to bait him. It's like when it's like a mouse trap. Like you put a piece of cheese in a mouse trap. I just got to like put out a box of Little Caesars pizza so when he marches down the road on the way to Little Caesars, he sees that and he's like, oh, a Little Caesars. And then he picks it up.
I could save $5 today.
And did you say 4 days in a row?
Yeah, 4 days in a row now.
That's a lot of Little Caesars pizzas to be eating
That's $20
within a year. Like,
Yeah, and it's also the whole pizza. Even if it's a small pizza, that's a lot of pizza.
That's a lot of pizza.
and hey, those hot and readies, they don't come in sizes. You go in and you go, I want this pizza, and they give it to you. Because I used to dabble in the Little Caesars in college because it was
Same.
a cheap meal to eat.
Yep.
But I'll tell you what, like, they don't ask you what size. They hand you a hot and ready, and you give them $5.
You don't get to barter. There is no exchange in a Little Caesars. You give them $5, they give you whatever they got.
And they don't
Yeah.
like just hand you the pizza either. It's like, here you go, pig, and they like discus it to you.
Yeah, and then they fucking feed it to you in a trough.
What do I put? I gotta trap this man, but I don't know what to do once I get
Yeah,
him
you gotta
with my
get
Little
him.
Caesars box. What do I do once I get him?
Do you think there's a chance he doesn't know that it's bad pizza and he just hasn't maybe had better pizza?
Either way, it doesn't matter because it's 4 days in a row, and there are Little Caesars box in my trash every single week without
Yeah,
fail.
It's past the point of no return
Yeah.
on that.
It doesn't matter if he knows if it's good or not. It's not about that anymore. It's about the fact that he's standing outside my door eating a Little Caesars. Is that like an omen? I swear to God, the next thing is like plague of locusts. Like that's in the Bible, right?
Yeah. Man eating Little Caesars on side of road was definitely one of the plagues given to the Pharaoh.
Look, I feel like if Jesus could see the future, he would warn against, the dude standing on the street eating a Little Caesars, not even looking at his phone. Yeah, that's the fucking
Well,
Antichrist.
Tyler, how are you going to look at your phone and eat pizza at the same time?
Sit down. Sit
On the
down.
On the street, come on.
There's a ledge. That's the worst part. There's a ledge.
Oh, that's not great.
You can sit on that ledge.
He has options.
There's a perfect seat, and he stands. He opts in. I feel like I should have said it earlier. But yes, he opts in to stand.
Maybe it's like a standing desk thing. But have you considered that maybe you should follow this man home? And then you know where he lives so that then you can order. You could do a Little Caesars or you could do like a Domino's or a Papa John's. And you go and you stand
shit.
outside his house and you just eat pizza. But this time, instead of facing away, you turn around and you're looking straight into his window.
That would be such
is
a
a power
power
move.
move.
That's a power move right there.
Okay, because I have nothing else to do, this is the only time I think we've actually done good advice on this show. I'm going to follow him home.
Yeah. Normally inadvisable, but you do need to follow this man. And perhaps you have something prepared, like, I don't know, a banner. And you hold it up and you say, "How do you like it, pig?"
That's a little mean.
That's mean-spirited.
Okay. Well, you could go ahead and reword that however you want. But I feel like you need to show that there's a bit of anger hiding behind that pizza box.
Just like quit taking up the space in my garbage can, man.
Yeah. Like you pay for that garbage to get removed.
I pay for that garbage. I don't need you filling it up with your bad pizza boxes. At least flatten them before you put them in.
Yeah, that's not great.
No, it's just the weirdest shit.
Is he putting them in the garbage can or the recycling bin?
He's putting them in the garbage where they're supposed to be.
Okay. Well, at least he's not a completely irredeemable piece of shit.
Pizza boxes soaked with grease, can't put them in the recycling, folks. That's a
Yep.
bit of knowledge you can take home. Those are garbage.
The more you know.
Tyler, do the little chime for that. Will you make that song?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, it's almost Thanksgiving. I got a busy week.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. I just wanted to say that. It's an excuse.
Yeah, people like to say that is commonly tossed around like, I was swamped.
I'm swamped. Well, I mean, come on. It's Thanksgiving. I'm going to be busy. I can say. Whenever it's
I've
a
used
holiday,
that.
you can just say, I'm busy.
Yeah, if it's a holiday like that. But I've definitely been like, sorry, I was super swamped. And I spent like most of the week playing like Ghost of Tsushima, and then I would spend like way too long sitting on the toilet trying to finish my fucking crossword game on my phone. You know, I didn't have a whole lot going on. but
That's important time to you, though. It's important to take time to yourself.
That's Tory's special mind games time. It's how I keep
Yeah.
it nice and sharp up there.
So when someone asks you, like, hey, I know you're not doing a whole ton. Would you like to do this thing? And you flash back to that time you're sitting on the toilet solving that crossword puzzle. That's your time, baby. That was important.
That's Papa's time. That's where he does enjoy. He gets tip-top shape for podcasting, you know?
So what's everyone thankful for this year?
Yeah, I'm
boy.
thankful for my friends and the live stream and the
well,
podcast.
I was thinking more so like, we're not actually at the Thanksgiving table right now. You can just lie.
I'm thankful for the PS5, baby.
I'm thankful for the millions of dollars in my bank account.
I'm so thankful for hot babes.
Thanks, Pod Decks.
Yeah.
Yeah, pick up the What Are You Thankful For pack available for this Thanksgiving only. Go ahead and use code SWORDWATCH, all one word, at checkout to get 10% off your first order.
They're scratch and sniff turkey flavored.
That's horrible. That's punishment. That's fucking punishment. I mean, I don't know. There's not a lot to be thankful for. It's not like you can also get together and have a big Thanksgiving.
Nope.
Sorry. That's kind of off the table, so to speak.
I'll be honest, I'm a little bit thankful for that because I got a call from my dad and he's just like, hey, we're not going to do anything for Thanksgiving. And I'm like, oh, that's actually perfect. And he goes, but I'm going to cook a big dinner. You give me your order and I will set Tupperware outside and you come and you grab it off the front porch and then take it home. And it's like, hey, I'm pretty thankful for that. You know, like
That's actually pretty
I then
dope.
don't have to go and be around my family who I don't necessarily want to be around, especially some of the extended family stuff. But instead, I just get to eat all the good food. That's kind of great, right? Like that's kind of the perfect compromise for Thanksgiving.
If you don't have the extremely bad days, which is Thanksgiving and Christmas, how do you know what's a good day? Like, it's also ruined because now you can't be like, oh, that was a bad day. Now me sitting playing Ghost of Tsushima for 10 hours every day, that feels way better in comparison.
I'm struggling
I think
to
you
wrap
still
my
have a benchmark for a good
Yeah,
or bad day.
yeah, I was gonna
not
say.
being around your racist
Has anyone
uncle or
had
something.
any good days recently?
No.
Yeah.
No, exactly. So you
No.
need a really bad day to like bring the scale down so then you can be like, oh yeah, I suppose, playing 50 hours of Valhalla.
But is it
isn't bad.
worth it if I go where I know most of my family is not taking any of the quarantine or like social distancing seriously?
Eliminate the possibility of COVID just for a moment. And like, if you don't
Wow.
punish
I don't
yourself.
even remember what that
I
was
don't
like.
think it's responsible to do that.
No, but just think. Don't actually do it, but just think. Like if you didn't have the day of the year where you're like, that was filled with anxiety and sucked, and now I'm just gonna sleep good tonight. Like, if you don't have that bad day, I don't know. I feel like the better days are worse off because you don't have that reference point of, well, at least it's not this.
I don't get this bit. I just don't get it.
It feels like a bit of a blur of bad days, though. Like, I will admit that over the last, let me check my watch here, 9 months, it's just been like, time is irrelevant. I don't know what time is anymore at all.
Yeah,
Everything
time
is
isn't
blending together, and it's constantly just a feeling of like flat and like kind of low. And there's not a lot of peaks in there. It could be like, oh, I get to go out and pick up some good ingredients for this dinner tonight, but that's kind of it, Like that's not all that great.
I guess your argument here, Tyler, is just not fundamentally clicking with me because you're built different.
That's
Because like,
true. Tyler's body.
why
is
do
very
you
strong
have
and
to
good.
have such a catastrophically awful day to balance out all your other days? I'm just
Think of it this way. Think of it this way in terms of expectations and lowering the scale. Let's say your parents want you to live up to your older siblings' expectations. If your older sibling is like an A+ student and they want you to hit that same bar, that's a hard bar to clear. Let's say your older sibling is like a C- student, a much easier bar to clear then. So if you have the bad day, if you set out the really bad expectation, it's easier to clear. So that's why you need the day to bring the scale down. Like, that was a bad day. Now this feels like a peak.
Tay, listen to Papa here, okay?
Uh-huh.
You're like, oh, I love cheeseburgers. The only cheeseburger you've ever had is Applebee's. You just order, you never order burgers. You've never had one from anywhere else, not homemade, nothing, only from Applebee's. And then you have some gourmet, they made their own ground beef, and they bring you this burger that's just fundamentally changes your life. That's a benchmark then. You didn't have anything before, but
that's
now
not
you
what
have
Tyler's.
a benchmark.
That's not
Yeah,
what Tyler's
I'm saying
arguing.
if
Tyler's
someone-
arguing
if someone brought you
gave
a worse burger.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you can see it in the inverse.
Yeah, but then the Applebee's seems better. After you had that really shitty burger then you're like, oh, I suppose my Applebee's burgers aren't that bad.
Yeah, you go and you have a Five Guys burger, and then you're like, oh, I've that's shit. I've been to good now. I know what good is, or at least medium.
But can't you just define what counts as a bad day for yourself? You don't have to have this catastrophically horrible day that you're imposing on yourself.
What I'm saying
just because
is that
it's a
makes,
holiday.
It makes the just regular bad days seem a little bit brighter. It pushes
Tay.
them up.
Hey, Tay, just fucking kick it, all right?
Just fucking kick it.
Will you just fucking kick it, please?
Oh yeah, I didn't think of it that way.
What's everyone dying to do after COVID? Like, I know I asked Tory this question before. Like, hey, what are you dying to do post-COVID? And Tory just said, eat ribs. And I don't quite know what that means.
Love the damn things.
What?
Is
You don't,
that-
Tyler, you don't also want to just, the only thing on any American's mind right now that's actively, doing things for COVID is, man, once this shit is over, I'm driving on down to the Famous Dave's and stuffing my gullet full of them baby back ribs.
Oh, I want that rich and sassy in my mouth.
Devil's spit.
Can you not have ribs right now? Like, why is that what you're dying to do?
No.
I don't know how to make them like David does.
Yeah, T, you gotta go to the source.
Can't you DoorDash it?
It's not the same. The atmosphere isn't there.
I don't live anywhere near a Famous Dave's, Tyler. No, I can't DoorDash that shit.
I don't know. It just seems like that's a weird thing to want to do in terms of like, yeah, once the pandemic is over.
You tell me a cool thing that you want to do, Mr. Lowe. Oh, you just want to eat ribs, Tory. I'm sorry, they're fucking delicious, and everyone agrees.
Let me answer for you here, Tyler.
Fine.
You want to go to a bar, walk up to the bartender and go, what's the babe situation in here?
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
That's actually
that's actually pretty
a
sweet.
bad thing to do.
I want to
No,
be
it's a bad
around
thing.
human
I'm gonna
beings,
change.
and I want to go to a dive bar where everyone smells bad, and I just want to be in human contact and say, what's the babe situation looking like? Like, I don't want to stuff my face with greasy, messy food. I can do that right now. That's not something I'm missing.
They're greasy and messy if they're made bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like regardless of like quality of ribs, they're always messy.
Oh, apparently Tyler needs a benchmark for bad ribs then. All right.
Okay. Well, I mean, okay, come on. That's an inherently messy food.
I don't think so.
I'll give you that one. Because
Those
you
are
can't
inherently messy.
you can't eat ribs without a wet wipe, Tory.
You can. It's just real icky.
It's sticky. It's so sticky. Yeah, I wanna be around people. I'd actually go to a show right now and have a weird guy like pressed up behind me and then have him like grope someone next to me and then it starts a fight. I'd love that. I'd love to see that.
I've never wanted to be in a mosh pit more than I do.
I was about to say, you want to be in a mosh pit?
Yeah, I want to be in a pit.
It's been it was like a year before quarantine even started that I got to go see a show, but I don't normally like mosh pits. I'm a skinny guy. I get thrown around pretty because there's like 200-pound dudes in there that are sweaty and they're tit slapping you in the face and shit, and they really rock you about. But I'll tell you what, I want to get mixed up in that little boy stew. See what happened to me.
I'm sorry, did you just say the little boy stew?
Man, adult man stew. Is that
There we
better?
go. There we go. Because that seemed a little.
The
that
adult
seemed a
man
little weird.
chowder, if you will.
Ugh, it's chunky in there.
Ew.
Well, come on. There's always a really big dude in the pit that is pushing himself up against you, and he's not trying to, but he can't stop it. He's also getting pushed.
Yeah, and here's the thing, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's how I was raised. I want to
Maybe
be.
it's
I
Maybelline.
kind of want to feel like a man. But when I go to a show and I have my partner with me, I don't necessarily want them getting like. Obviously, I want to push up towards the front. But I don't want them getting like, oh shit, sorry, you're in there now, and now you're getting punched in the face, and some big dude's like punching you in the gut and throwing you to the ground and shit. Because some dudes are in there, like some people just want to like dance around and kind of get pushed back and forth. Some people want to fucking fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to. When this is all said and done, which is never, I'm gonna bring both of you to a turnstile show so we can all get our noses broken.
Oh, dude, that sounds dope.
Yeah, we're all going to get kicked in the face, get a broken nose, bloody mouth. It's such a good time.
Hell yeah.
I would kill right now to get punched in the fucking face in a mosh pit.
Just fucking sucker punched.
Just to feel something.
Yeah, because the great thing is people flip off the stage and you're going to catch a foot in the head. I would
dude.
kill to get a concussion or like a broken nose. It'd be such a good time.
Yeah.
And we took that for granted.
Yeah, there was once a time where I remember being at a show with Tyler where he crawled on stage and got to sing with the fucking band on stage.
He didn't.
now-
He didn't do well, but he did it.
You just listen on Apple Music. That's not the same. Like,
It's
I
not
got
the
my
same.
AirPods. That's not the same, man.
It's not the same as Tory having to like find my shoe. It just doesn't hit the same.
It's it doesn't feel the same way. Damn. Now I'm sad, T.
Yeah, I'm
Thanks.
also
Yeah, we
sad.
gotta. Okay, before we end this, we gotta be on a lighter note.
I know what I want to do after COVID ends.
Oh, what do you want to do?
Hang out with all my fucking friends again without worrying about shit. I just want to roll up to one of my friends' houses, kick down the door, and say like, "Hey, we're playing video games," and just
We're
fucking-
vaccinated.
I'm just fucking hang out and chill. God damn, I miss that shit.
I don't have friends, so like that doesn't work for me. I don't even want to
Yeah,
go to their houses.
Um,
I mean, it's kind of nice it's kind of nice not being required to meet up with people.
Being an introvert has definitely been beneficial to me during this time.
Oh,
where it's
yeah.
at times I get annoyed at my girlfriend who I live with. Because sometimes I just want to be fucking alone. You know what I mean? Sure, I could go in another room. Hey, nothing against them. That's how my brain's wired. I need to be completely alone.
mid-sentence on the podcast, we hear the door open. Tori's
What the
girlfriend's like,
fuck?
"What the fuck did you say about me?"
And I'd be like, "Where the fuck did you go? It's COVID times." And I'd get her arrested.
Ooh.
You're just gonna get her arrested.
Because then I can be alone all the time.
What a power move.
That was the nice thing about having a job during COVID when I was working from home, is that it's like, oh, do you want to have lunch together? Sorry, really busy. I'm super busy right now. I can't. And then I could just be like, yes, alone time.
Yeah, and then you command tab back into whatever you're doing.
People would be like, "Oh yeah, you want to like let's come over. Like we're just gonna have like a small group of people over." Nope, not gonna do that. Like
Yep.
I haven't been able to see my fucking brother and stuff, who previously I'd be seeing like twice a week and everything, and we'd be going out like just like hanging out. But now it's like, nope, not gonna see anyone. That's not like it's good sometimes that you always have a built-in excuse, but it's also sometimes like, shit, I remember when we used to be able to have like people over and we'd play a game or something.
Yeah. It just got more depressing. We just got more depressing at the end.
Fuck.
Fuck. We got to think of something funny quick before
Animals.
we end the show.
What, does it have to be funny? Can it be like adorable?
gotta be
like
funny.
my
It's
cat
gotta-
did
no, it can't-
something.
nope.
No, it's
No,
got to
it
be
can't.
funny.
It's gotta be
Funny.
Man, imagine the queen wearing a cowboy hat. That'd be pretty funny.
Tyler, you've predicted Betty White's death. Can you predict the Queen's death?
She already died.
I hate to say it. What day is it today? It's the 24th. I'm sorry to say this. Guys, I'm really sorry to say this. The Queen's going to die on November 28th. Wait, this got more sad. Wait, I don't know. Is
Fuck.
it sad? Do people in Britain like the Queen? Is she like pop? Do people like her?
Probably, right?
Man,
It's not like she's a governing body. It's just kind of like their version of Mickey Mouse, right? They're just like, hey, it's Queen.
yes. Okay, that's funny.
Sure.
Yes. Let's end the podcast on that. The Queen gets her own theme park. That'd be fun.
I'm thankful for the end of this podcast.
Me too. So if you enjoyed listening and or watching, wherever you may be listening and or watching, go ahead and leave a like, favorite, comment, review, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps the show out, gets us into curated lists, spreads us around a bit. And if you leave a comment, it gives us more fuel for the fire, We like to talk about stuff that you guys want us to talk about. It's like a positive feedback loop.
It's definitely not negative, Tay.
Yeah,
Unless people are being mean, but don't do that because I'm extremely fragile.
Unless you stand outside my house and eat a Little Caesars pizza, then it'll be a negative.
yeah,
that's a
then
very
it's gonna be-
destructive negative feedback loop. No, we're circling back to sad. Come on.
Oh,
Pick
shit.
it back
Okay,
up.
okay. So if you don't know, we also have a YouTube channel, Shapeless Media. You can go there. We have tons of videos out there for you. Otherwise, whatever podcatcher you're listening to this on, give us a follow. That's extremely helpful. Leave a rating and review, please. And give me a hug.
No, sad again. Come on.
No, damn it. You can follow us on Twitter. That's pretty funny. All of our Twitters are in the description below. You can also, send us funny stuff to talk about for the podcast there. Man, social media is like the only human interaction we all get.
Wait,
now.
shit. Oh, wait, no. You're getting sad. Tyler, I just thought of something that is super positive and something that I'm extremely thankful for.
I see it in your
Okay.
fucking hand.
I saw what's in your hand. Just give it to me straight.
Well, that's going to be Poddex. If you go to www.poddex.com, if you're thinking about starting a podcast, there's no better product for you. So you go to that website. They have all kinds of different card packs for you that are going to help you get your podcast where you fucking want it to be, baby. And if you use code SWORDWATCH, all one word, at checkout, you can get 10% off your first order. Are you ready for the patented Poddeck Last Laugh?
Oh, this shit
Okay,
sucks.
yeah, this will be funny. Yeah, this will be a good note to end on.
Yeah,
Some
no, this will be good.
High
Okay.
note.
Hold on. Tyler, are you ready
Yeah.
for funny?
Yeah,
Are you ready? Are you ready for a goof?
Yeah, I'm ready for a goof, a gaff, a gif, a goff.
All right. Hit us. We'll roll with it. We'll make it fun.
I'm so ready.
What's your favorite microwavable food?
Cats.